everyone, it's Bubbles and welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you're new. So today's video is gonna be a speed build. I know it has been quite a while since I've done a speed build because I was doing my Outlast series for a while, which will still be going just later. This is kind of what I found works best for me, is to do a few videos of like a series and then a few videos of like builds or Sims content kind of stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. And it also has just been a while because I decided to push back this video the last 2 weeks, only because I've been trying to get my life settled into my new job. I have a new job, y'all. It's super exciting. So yeah, that's why there were no videos posted last weekend or the weekend before that. I was exhausted the nights that I could record the voiceover, and I was just like, nope, not having it. So, and then, if you know me from my Instagram, I have also been quite absent over there. I saw we. My focus has been elsewhere on my free time, but, you know, all's good. So, yeah, this is something I haven't done on the channel before, this kind of build. And I love how it turned out, but as you can see from the title, it's a Hobbit-inspired house, because if you know me, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I grew up with it, so I've built a Hobbit house in the game before, but not quite like this. And I haven't posted it anywhere, and it's been a while, so I thought it'd be fun to do this. It's also quite a cozy build, and I also tried to make sure that it was like realistic to how these houses would be set up. Like the floor plan is as realistic as I could get it, so I thought that would be interesting, and realistic as in based off of how they're described in the books, because they, for some reason, Tolkien went into a lot of detail about how these houses were made, which is fine. Yeah, so pretty much this floor plan is, there's like a hallway area where the front door is, and then to one side is the living room, and then to the other side is the dining room, which those are the ones up at the front of the house because they're like the entertaining rooms. So you would have the windows there because technically the rest of the house is meant to be underground. I did peek one window in the study, which is behind the living room, just for an extra window there because I felt like it helped it out. Sometimes there's like little windows that'll peek out from the hill. And then the kitchen is past the dining room, and then I also added a cellar to make it more realistic. So it's pretty much just like, it's not all decoration, but most of it is. I did put the fridge, 2 fridges back there, so that it was actually being used, the cellar area, but for the most part it's just like decor. And then if you go back to the room where the front door is, it leads to another hallway, and that's how you get to the bedroom, the bathroom, and then the study. So this is on a 40 by 30 lot, but it is only a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom house, just because I was messing around with terrain paint here, as you can see. And then the way I've tried to do this kind of house before was using the roof like this, and it works out really well. But as you can see, it has to be a very large roof piece to make it work. And since this house is a little bit bigger, that's why it's like a bigger lot. So yes, pretty much it is only 1 bedroom and bathroom, but it does have a lot of like of the living space. So it's good for entertaining, which is, the purpose of these houses, I suppose. So yeah, and then, oh, sorry for the recording here. I forgot to turn my reshade on when I was building this day, so I turn it on later, but yeah. So, yeah, I pretty much, like, get the rough idea of the terrain down, and then I started putting wallpaper in, and then I use a lot of plants and greenery to, like, cover up the gross parts of the terrain paint, because I did already want to make this, like, super overgrown and very, like, lush looking, and that kind of worked in my favor, so I could use, like, plants to cover it up, and I even put, like, grass and flowers on top of the roof, which I think is cute. So yeah. As for the main packs I've used in this, definitely Realm of Magic. In fact, a lot of the furniture and windows from Realm of Magic work perfectly with this style. And then I did use, a lot of cottage living in this. I believe all of the kitchen counters are cottage living. And then there's one other pack I used. I can't remember. Oh, I did end up using stuff from the new werewolves pack, which came out, and it's a thing now, which I will talk about that later, because a lot has happened since I last was able to speak to you guys in this format. So, yeah, but I'll talk about that in a bit, but yeah. And then I believe I finished the landscaping and the exterior first, just because I wanted to make sure that all of that was good before I started doing the furnishing inside, just in case something needed edited or, things like that. Oh, and then I also forgot to mention, I did build this in Glimmerbrick on one of the bigger lots, just because I felt like this kind of house fit there better. And I feel like the landscaping would fit here better, but honestly, it could go anywhere. It could go in, Windenburg, pretty much anywhere, as long as it's a 40 by 30, but yeah, so here, I'm just using a bunch of debug grass. Oh, the other thing that was been happening with my game, I think I fixed it, but for some reason, my tool mod is not popping up. When I got the werewolves pack, the only glitch I came across, which was on my end, not the pack's fault, was because I have organized debug and tool mod from Twisted Mexi. Anytime I tried to view, like, the manage world screen of the new werewolf world, it wouldn't show up, which was weird. So I took out my mod and it was fixed, and I got an updated version, but I don't know if I downloaded it correctly because my tool mod is not popping up. So this build was made without tool mod. Not that it would change anything, because I literally just use it to, like, size things more precisely and move stuff up and down that I can't with the bracket keys and stuff like that. But yeah, so that was a bit of a struggle. I had to, like, rethink how I wanted to use things because I'm so used to the tool mod, but it's fine. And yeah, here I'm putting a bunch of flower bushes. So much flowers. And I tried to use stuff I don't normally use because there's some bushes in here that actually work really well with this style, so that's kind of what I went for. But yeah, and then the interior is definitely warmer tones. It definitely matches the exterior. And I believe, yeah, I went for, browns, creams, and orangey colors. I did insert a lot of, like, pops of green because I wanted to use a few items from the paranormal stuff pack, and that pack's items do not have, like, normal wood tones, so I ended up using, like, the teal tone that some of the furniture is in, so it looks really nice, but I had to spread some more of that color elsewhere so it didn't look completely out of place, but for the most part, it's very warm and very cozy, which is perfect for this style, honestly. But yeah. And then, honestly, the back of this build was kind of rough at first. I was trying to figure out how to cover up this horrible terrain mess without making it look too repetitive and to make it look like it's supposed to be there. So there's a lot of blending the rest of the landscaping in with this part, but yeah, this was like a headache for a bit. But when in doubt, big plant make everything better. But yeah. So, I'm actually almost finished with the landscaping. But yeah, here's that little peekaboo window I put there. And I pretty much just framed plants around it so it looks like it's peeking out from the plants, but it's technically like in... You know what I mean. But yeah. So, in terms of updates for Sims things, because two packs have come out actually since last I spoke. So we have werewolves, which I am very much aware of, and I actually did end up getting my hands on it, obviously, since I used some items from that in here. Just very few items, I believe, like the roof color on the front, and then like 2 clutter items because they were perfect for this build. But yeah, so I did end up getting my hands on it when it came out, actually, because I started seeing like leaks and hints about it, and I was like, holy heck, you know. And then I started like seeing like early release stuff from other simmers, and I was really liking it. It seems to be that a lot of people are actually pretty into it, which is cool. I'm someone who actually likes how they did the werewolves in the game. I think they're actually kind of nice, because you can actually make them look scarier or cuter if you want. So I've kind of played around with that a bit. And I have played in the world and as a werewolf for a bit, and I gotta say, it's quite fun. They did definitely hit it with the lore in that pack. I've been eating that stuff up since I got it. So I don't know. I really like how that game pack turned out. And I haven't come across any glitches besides the one that was on my end. It wasn't the pack. So let me know if you guys have experienced anything weird. And also what your thoughts on it are if you have it. I'm curious what other people think of it, but for the most part, I think the consensus is quite positive. And I think it looks great, of course. And I love that they got James Turner to do the builds. He did such a great job with the industrial style. I love it. Of course, it's right up my alley. My favorite style is industrial, of course. And I think I'm gonna be doing next week's build with the industrial stuff from the werewolves pack. So, hope you're looking forward to that. And my cat's about to scream her head off. Pooh. Anyways, you can have my cat. She's cute. Anyway. And then, okay, so then they came out with the, not leak, but the hints about... I'm sorry, I had to wait for her to stop for a minute. What was I talking about? Oh, so then they released stuff about the new high school pack that's coming out. In fact, Is it even out yet? I don't even know what planet I'm on. Anyway, so as for that, I don't know as much about that other than what we've seen in the trailer. I did watch the trailer, and I gotta say, I'm very excited for that one too. So I know there's quite a few simmers that already have, like, early release stuff out that I will be checking out. I just haven't yet, because it's been a little hectic in my life right now. So let me know what you guys think about that too. Also, I'm pretty sure it's coming out, like, what was it? The 26th or the 28th or something? So it's coming soon, I think. Unless my dates are wrong, but I knew it was, like, into July. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about that, because that one's more exciting for me, because it means that we're gonna get more stuff geared toward our teens, which I feel like they're always lacking things. And I hope it opens up some more gameplay, because that's always what we want. But yeah, so those are the, like, major updates. We did get 2 kits that I was just like, meh, about. I don't know if there's been any more. And then, the base game updates. I know the one that came with werewolves was the moon cycles, which is cool. I'm not sure what all's coming in the base game update with the high school pack, but I know they're giving us body hair, which is very nice. And my cat is screaming again. So yeah, that's pretty much the scope of what I know in terms of the packs. The kits. So we had a Create a Sim kit come out that was supposed to be, like, nightlife, like, party wear, which was nice, but I don't care. And then the one I was more disappointed with was actually the one that was for kids, and I gotta say, I was so upset with that one. I'm just like, give us furniture, please. Please. So, and if you like it, of course, like, go off. I'm so down for people finding stuff they like, but personally, I just was very unhappy with it, because it felt like the toddler stuff pack all over again, where it was like, here, we're giving you more kid stuff, but actually it's for this niche little category of stuff, and most of it's for outside. And I was like, meh. Like, literally, I was looking at the items from it, and the pillows are cute, and the rug is cute, and that was probably about all I would actually use from it, because the rest of it is very much for, like, outside, like, camping kind of stuff, which is kind of upsetting and kind of a disappointment, because really what I want in the game for kids and toddlers is more bedroom furniture, because I think that's one of the reasons why I, like, never do, or I do, but, like, don't like to do kids' rooms as much, because the furniture we have is stuff I've used so very much. So, yeah, that's kind of why I was disappointed by it. If you liked it, of course, that's fine. I'm not trying to cramp on your style. It just bit disappointing for me. So I didn't end up getting that one, and I probably won't. So, yeah. And then I don't know if there's been any other updates that I'm aware of. So, yeah, I think I'm pretty caught up. I'm not caught up with the news at all. I need to know what's in the new high school pack, but God forbid I catch up on my stuff. No, not really. Probably because I've got another thing I've been working on, but as for a personal update, I have gotten a job, which I mentioned earlier, and I work as a lab tech, if I could talk. Goodness gravy. So I'm actually a lab tech for a lead alloy company, which sounds very industrial, and it kind of is. It's considered a dirty lab, which is wasn't a deal breaker with me, just because it was the best job in terms of pay, and also it seems like they really, really value their employees, which is important to me, and they're growing, which is also a big thing. I don't know if I mentioned this on the channel before, but I do have a chemistry major. I didn't just graduate from college, yay me. But the kind of thing I was interested in was forensics and environmental. So, like, I was already applying for lab tech jobs anyway, but this one kind of found me, and I kind of went with it, and I've been there for like 4 weeks now, so we're in it to win it, man. This job for me right now is only a contract to hire, so I will be under this contracting company for 6 months before I'm technically an employee with the company, but yeah. And then the crazy thing about this company is that they're quite eco-friendly. The thing about them is that they've advanced their process so well that they are very much under OSHA's hazards and environmental regulation numbers. And what I mean by that is because it's a lead alloy plant, we can only have a certain level of lead in the water, because it treats its own water there. And also there's the issue of blood lead levels, which they check regularly. And pretty much, I think the OSHA standard is what is it? It's 30 or something. 30 micrograms per deciliter of blood is how they measure it. And my company's no, you can be under 10. And it works. Literally, the crazy thing about it is they're literally well below OSHA standards, to the point that OSHA is actually rethinking the max of their regulations, because we're proving that we can do it lower, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. And just the fact that, like I said, we're very eco-friendly. We recycle a lot of things in our own mechanism of how we do things at the plant, which is interesting. So there are some parts of the process where we'll make up some chemicals as waste, but we can use those in different parts of the process. Me totally nerding out for you, but this place is just kind of cool, you know? And I thought it'd be fun to share, because I really do like this job, actually. So yeah, that's what's been happening in my life. And I recently got a drawing tablet. And by recently, I mean 2 days ago. Because one of the things I wanted to do was to draw my own graphic novel. So I'm going to be working on that. So I'll probably have updates on my Instagram. So if you're curious about that, go follow me on my Instagram. I always have it linked in the description. And I post Sims builds. I've been posting stationery stuff now because I'm obsessed with that. And then I will be making a separate account for this graphic novel, because I am going to post it chapters when I start actually doing it. But that's kind of a labor of love I've wanted to do for a while, and I was waiting to get a job so that I had enough money to get one, and I got one. So that's exciting. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been happening in my life. I hope y'all have been good so far in the 2 weeks that I haven't been able to speak with you, but, you know, it's all good. But yeah, so now that I've blabbered through most of the bill, we're on the kitchen, and then the last part of the house for me to get to is the pantry. So yeah, true to the whole realistic thing, they would have a fireplace in their kitchens because that's how they cooked, but I still put a stove there. So I thought it would just be like a nice touch, and then I used a lot of stuff I don't normally use, so it was kind of fun doing this. But yeah, so the pantry, kitchen, and dining room have stone on the ground, which I've noticed in, like, if you watch the movies, they actually have, like, tile or stone in there, so I thought that was a nice touch. And then the whole pantry is stone walls, just because I felt like that would be how it would insulate better, you know. But yeah, I just put a bunch of cabinets up there, and then I used some debug items, but also like kitchen clutter and stuff like that. And then I made a lot of use out of the hanging plants we have. One of them, which the one here you can see in the pantry, is from Realm of Magic, and then the other one is from Laundry Day. So those are always nice to use. And then over on this wall, I ended up putting some more cupboards, but I did put a shelf up here, and I cluttered that up as well. And that is about it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this build. It is already up on the gallery if you do want to join, or what am I saying? If you do want to download it, sorry. I will always have all the information about the gallery post and my gallery ID in the description, so check that out if you're interested. And if you want to see any other builds you'd like me to do, please leave them in the comments. I always take any suggestions when people leave them. So yeah, I am planning on doing a build next week, so stay tuned for that, and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more builds for me, but also I do some other things as well. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.